Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about why good people don't stand out on social media while idiots rise.
That's right, even a chicken agrees. Yeah.
Help us to stop the breeding of idiots on social media.
Okay, but I guess this is a sure loss fight, right? I mean, there's no way we can win this. I mean, to stop the breeding of idiots on social media, that's impossible.
No, but we can make a difference to the ones who still is watching this.
You are absolutely right. We can do this. All right.
We're from Popcorn, and we build Southeast Asia's business influencers by building your authority, impact, and income on social media.
Social media is a great platform for people to build their authority and create impact in the marketplace.
That's right. However, have you ever noticed that there are so many so-called influencers on social media with huge following? You know, they suck in real life.
Tell me about it, man. Their services are below par and yet they're making a killing in sales and they have tons of followers who buy their...
What's worse is, it's you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you, okay? The industry expert with phenomenal rating for services and product, the real leader in the industry. And yet,
nobody knows who you are.
Nobody knows you or your amazing services exist.
These are stealing your business away.
You bitch about them with the people in your circle.
Stop it. I mean, I did not bring you up that way.
Sorry.
And you know what the other worst thing is? Where do they have the balls to say they can do this, do that?
Where do these people even have the decency to speak so highly about themselves?
Who gave them the authority to be the expert when we know in real life they can't deliver shit?
So why is this happening? Why God not fair? Whose fault is this?
You're at fault. Yep, I'm talking about you.
Now we hear what you're saying, but let's be real and operate from being responsible.
Here are some things that we should really be learning from idiots on social media.
And this is the difference between why idiots rise on social media while good people do not.
Number one, idiots do not overanalyze and die from paralysis.
But what does this mean?
What you focus on expands. In other words, like attracts like.
It means that whatever we program in our brain, our internal dialogue, our thoughts, we will manifest in real life.
Now, here are some examples of damaging internal dialogue, just in case if you don't know you are doing it.
I'm nobody. Who's gonna listen to me?
Oh my god, my nostrils are like so big, I'm gonna look so fat on camera. Everybody's gonna hate me.
I cannot post this. It's not perfect enough. Everyone's gonna think I'm stupid. How?
What if some hater trolls me about this post? There goes my reputation. How will I live my life after this?
Guys, please stop bashing yourself. Here's what you should do instead.
Rather than spending all your time being mean to yourself and focusing on your flaws, put your focus and time instead on taking action and creating the results you want.
And here's the secret. One of the main reasons why idiots stand out on social media is they do not let their internal conversations paralyze them.
In fact, their internal dialogues and thoughts are probably some of the healthiest one in the world, and they're probably gonna sound something like this.
Whoa, it sounds so smart. I've got to post this. The world needs to know how smart I am.
Oh my god, my nostrils are like so big. I'm the only one who looks like this. I'm so posting this. The world needs to know how big my nostrils are.
Not so perfect, but never mind. I'm still gonna post this and test this out and see what happens.
What if some hater trolls me about this post? Oh my god, I'm gonna be so famous. Think Kanye, I'm totally posting this.
So change your internal thoughts and change your world.
Make this a daily habit. Be kind to yourself and tell yourself that you are good enough. You are making a difference. And focus on the good you're already creating in the world.
So, stop focusing on your fear and focus on your goal instead to help propel you forward.
Number 2, idiots put themselves out there in the spotlight all the time.
Guys, do you notice that the idiot that you hate so much are somehow everywhere?
They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on LinkedIn, they're just everywhere.
That it comes to a point where you just cannot ignore them.
I really wonder, how did it come to this? How did they get there?
Simple. Idiots are super hardworking at putting themselves in the spotlight, ma.
And if no spotlight is given to them, they will create their own spotlight with social media.
So, what can good people do instead?
Stop spending your time bitching and judging other people.
Just start doing something, lor.
Instead of shaming people, take action and post.
Be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. No action, confirm no results.
And here's a goal to aspire towards. Your face needs to be everywhere until people are sick and tired of your face.
Nina again. Who is she? And why suddenly so famous one?
Balik-balik Mina ni. Tak ada orang lain ke kat aku punya feed?
Popcorn again Aduh, Popcorn also do LinkedIn class Ayah, they think they so good man. Killer, everywhere killer.
Good job, Nina. I'm so proud of you. Achievement unlocked.
So remember guys, be everywhere until people puke seeing your face.
Number 3, idiots have no shame.
Ever wondered how all these idiots are somehow experts and authorities when you know they just finished one 20-minute masterclass course online?
Who gave them the authority to be the expert?
Where do they get the confidence to claim they are experts?
Well, the truth is, nobody did. You see, idiots operate from a mindset of I do not need permission or approval from others to achieve what I want in life.
And that's how you should be operating too.
Don't get us wrong. We're not asking you to lie and claim expertise in things that you don't know of. But you should definitely
Stop limiting yourself. No need to seek external validation and approval. The only person you need to get permission from is yourself. So give yourself permission to shine. Be what you're always meant to be. Shine away.
Also, think of social media as a platform for you to test your product or ideas. If it does not do well, it does not say anything about you, but rather that the idea or product might need further tweaking. But if you don't try, you'll never know.
And lastly, you don't need to claim that you are the expert. Just be honest about it. You can, however, claim that you have life experience in a certain area because no one can ever dispute or claim a life experience away from you. In fact, your life experience is more valuable than any certifications out there.
And for all of you watching and consuming content out there, be aware that these so-called experts on social media at the end of the day are just people like you and me too.
And with social media, what you see may not always be the truth. So always do a fact check and don't just take their word if it especially involves money.
Find this useful? Send this video out to anyone you know that is amazing but can't see it for themselves.
I know who I should be sending this to.
Or let us know in the comments section which tips and hacks you use to help you stand out on social media. We love you. Popcorn out.
You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching.
Hi guys, welcome and thank you so much for actually joining us on a Wednesday evening. My name is Jonah and today I would like to welcome you guys to our interviews to inspire aspiring entrepreneurs. So this is where we'll be having business leaders from various industries to talk about their experiences, failures, and how they bring their business to the next level. So many of our guests here share their passion and drive to do well, and we hope this will be able to motivate you to step out of your comfort zone. Right, in today's session, right, we have the Popcorn team in the house, right? These consist of the founders of Nina, Amin, and Pauline. And contrary to popular belief, right, Popcorn actually stands for popular content. So this is content that actually gets you noticed, gets you engagement, gets you opportunities, and gets you endless sales. So they actually help you build your online presence on LinkedIn through personal branding and content marketing to become a business influencer in Southeast Asia. So their mission is to help you succeed in building your online presence by growing your online community and let the world experience your superpower so you can help more people. So just before I invite the Popcorn team up onto the show, I do hope you guys can support this session by sharing this to people whom you think you might benefit from this. And if you wish to connect with like-minded individuals and want to learn and to grow together as an entrepreneur, I do encourage you guys to actually join us on our Passion to Profits Facebook group and also our 100X Connects Facebook page. That's where we'll be having multiple speakers speaking about everything from health, wealth to relationships, all for free every single day. So the various groups will be linked up in the comment section below. So without further ado, now let's welcome the Popcorn team up on stage. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Nina.
Hey.
Hi, Amin. What's up, man?
We're so excited to be here. How are you?
What's up?
You look
Very
excited.
good. Thank you. thanks for actually coming on a Wednesday evening and be with all of us, with our community, and also with our regular people that always tune in. So we just before we actually continue, right? Usually I'll do a few welcomes to welcome people on in the comment section. So we have Shireen, we have Vivian, right? We have who else? We have Keanu in the house. We have Andreas, thanks for actually tuning in, right? We have Whaley, Melissa. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for actually tuning in and being so supportive every single week, right? So guys, so everyone can actually get onto the same page. Do tell us a bit more about Popcorn, what you guys do, how you guys started, and how you can actually help more people to become more influential on LinkedIn.
Amin, go.
You want to hear which version? For this
I
version
can-
or Nina's version?
I think we should do all three versions.
We'll go
so
with
you can
Amin's version
see.
and then we go with
Yeah,
Nina's version.
Yeah, okay. Amin, go. Hi, everybody.
Okay. I was depressed because I have nothing to do. Okay. Actually, this the true story is it's personally I see an opportunity for people to actually become big on social media. That's one of the things, the reason why I wanted to do it. So I've been doing training for the last like what 16, 17, 18 years. So I came to a point that I just feel personally that I've not touched as many people that I wanted to. And sometime in 2017, I was like playing around with YouTube. I was actually checking out YouTube channels and all that. And one of the people that I actually followed is this guy by the name of Casey Neistat. I don't know if you know him.
Yep.
And I was following a lot of influential YouTubers, Instagrammers, and all that. So I was asking myself, is it possible for me to become a YouTuber? That's the actual story, right? And I was thinking that maybe perhaps if I actually learn the skill on how to craft content and how to create content, maybe I can actually touch more people. That was what I thought, right? But I suck at it. I really don't know how to create content. The only reason why I'm in social media is to complain about the government and to complain about a lot of things. I basically am one of those who really have not been utilizing social media for many years. So then I had this idea of wanting to create our own community and also a place where people can come together and learn about becoming big as an influencer. So that's when I found Nina. Okay.
Wow.
Because Nina was at that time.
Matchmake in heaven, I suppose.
Right, Nina.
So Nina,
the whole thing.
Well,
Nina just
what?
froze.
No, I did not, please. I'm replying to the message.
Okay. Focus, Nina. So what's your
focus,
story
Nina,
like?
focus.
What's your story like?
Okay, so our version. Okay, so basically, Amin was depressed. I was depressed. We were all depressed, and we were somehow united by the universe because of the depression. And somehow, for some reason, we thought creating content and becoming YouTubers would help us. Ding! I have no idea why. So I was depressed at work. I'm a workaholic. I take pride in what I do, and I think I was refrigerated. I actually went to Azran Osman Rani. He's this amazing, former CEO of Air Asia X, and he told me, Nina, you're at this fantastic stage in your life, and I'm like, I'm here for you to tell me what am I doing wrong that I suck in corporate, right? And he's like, no, you didn't do anything wrong, but you're at this fantastic stage in your life. What have you always wanted to do? You're getting gaji, do it. And then I was like so upset. It took me a few days. And then finally I decided, okay, fine. Azran Osman Radi said, whatever you always wanted to do with your life, you do it. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I mean, duh. Right? Like, what is that? So Azran was like, okay, fine, I'm going to be a YouTuber. So I called him in, and it so happened that and I was telling him about doing, hey, I did a video. And he was like, whoa, how did you do the video? Like on my mobile phone. And he was like, on your mobile phone? We have a proper camera. Mobile phone is so not cool. He was like looking down on me. And the next thing we knew, we went for a smartphone filmmaking class. That's by a director in Malaysia, a film director. Yeah. And then as we were doing this class, he was telling us, this director was saying how traditional media does not even understand that this tech is happening. Everything you need you used to need 30 people to do a show. I know, I was an actress. Now you just need a phone and voila, you don't even need camera anymore. Casey Neistat was holding camera. You just need a smartphone and you can do. And then Amin was like, because he was dissing me with the smartphone kind of thing, And then we're like,
Yeah.
oh wow, okay, cool. And then Pauline, I don't know what was going on with her, so you check with her. But
So
basically,
Pauline, what's up? So
Yeah.
how, Pauline, what was your story like? How did you meet these
Yeah.
two crazy people?
I actually have never met Nina before until I met Amin. So I only met Amin about 4 years ago, from a team building project. And one, huh? Yeah lah. Hey.
I'm training what? I met you. Jeez, I got video to prove.
Shut up. So I met Amin first in Phuket, and that's how I met Nina later in Port Dickson. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, there's one time that Amin actually asked me out for dinner, and I said, okay lah, let's
Lunch. It was lunch.
Okay, it was lunch at Uptown. Right? It was lunch, and he was just telling me about, Nina had this really brilliant idea, and we can actually make money. Like, all we need to do is just to run one big ass conference a year, and for the rest of like 9 to 10 months, we don't even have to do anything at all. And I was like, hey, sounds good, man, because my goal in life is to do nothing. Okay, and that was like, I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm in lah, because at that point in my life, I was running training, and it was getting really boring, and price was like being so competitive. I was like, okay lah, get out of this shit lah, And so I said yes to without knowing what I got myself into. So I don't know who is Casey Neistat and whatsoever, because I only watched like mukbang. Okay.
Mukbang videos. Okay.
I only watched the non-intelligent stuff. And ever since that, I basically got conned into popcorn, and that's how I think the word con is so relevant. And to me, it's just purely kena con.
Okay, so moral of the story, this is how we came together. Depressed, kena con.
Depressed, gonna con. Fantastic. I think that's a very good lead up question to our next one. Just before we go on to our next one, well, just like to introduce you guys again to our audience here. So we're actually speaking to the popcorn team, who are actually business influencer, to actually coach people to become business influencers in their own right. So we have Amin, Pauline, and Nina in the house. Right, cool. So just before we actually go on, we do have some new people. We have Keanu, we have Whaley, we have Samantha. Samantha did say like why she was missed out. Sorry. So now I see you. So we have Jane, we have Andreas again, we have Karine. We have Dr. Savita, Wendy, and yeah. Thank you so much for actually tuning in on a Wednesday evening, guys. So guys, if you like, what's the thing that actually makes you guys special? Like, I understand that you guys actually coach people to become business influencers on LinkedIn, but there are so many teachers out there, so many coaches coaching on LinkedIn. What makes you guys so special, or why people should actually listen to you?
Okay, I'm gonna let Amin answer that.
Because we don't just teach LinkedIn, we teach them how to become business influencers. And LinkedIn is just a platform. And you have to understand this. For us, right? When we first started this, remember this, when we start, I was like looking to YouTube.
Yep.
And Nina was looking to YouTube. And I think one of the advantages that we have was that one advantage that the three of us have is we have connections, and we are very good at organizing events. So we actually utilize that skill to basically get connected with a lot of other Malaysian influencers. So what we did in the beginning, the early years of Popcorn, is that we wanted to create a community of aspiring influencers. It was not business influencer in the beginning; it was generally influencer, and we kind of like developed the skill towards the year. Then at the end of the day, we bump into LinkedIn as something that we feel like, hey, you know what, this will be the next best thing, because a lot of the things that we understand when it comes to developing business influencers, a lot of people are selling LinkedIn. They just say, hey, you know what, learn how to do a profile and all that. But it's actually more than that, because when you want to become a business influencer, it's also the mindset of it, the way for you to close a deal, how do you actually make content, how do you actually create posts, how do you actually connect with people. It's a whole entire package. So I think at the end of the day, I would like to really rephrase it. We use LinkedIn as a platform because the ultimate goal for any business influencers is for you to be able to go to multiple platforms, right? But
Mhm.
LinkedIn is actually a good start for you to do it. Anything you guys want to add to that?
Yeah,
That's
so
how it.
our legacy when we first started, we wanted to create like a video conference because mind you, we all wanted to be YouTubers, yeah. So we would create content and we would organize all this community and have all these amazing influences to share. And after a while, we found a trend already, which is where we have our 3 commandments at Popcorn. Number one, just langgar, do first thing later, it pays to perasan. Okay, because those are to help us to create more content, kind of thing. I'll share a little bit more later. So by the time and then people started talking about LinkedIn and we're like, oh, okay, let's explore this. And then I started creating content on LinkedIn using all the knowledge that we had for the past 1 year, with all our 2 years, I would say, with all our influencers. We had a lot of mentors younger than us, content creators. So I would start creating content on LinkedIn. And then before you know it, I was listed as top 100 most inspirational icon on LinkedIn. And I'm like, huh? And I was like, look. In the meantime, had 40,000 people within a space of 4 months, right, on LinkedIn. So
It was
Wow.
yeah, so I would say that we were accidental LinkedIn influencer. But now that and we even created the first business influencer conference in the world called CXOCon. This was in 2019. And to educate businesses about it was like, oh my God, So we're not just great event organizers, we're also trainers. And what we do is we teach, we love sharing knowledge. So, and everybody that we started talking to, oh my God, LinkedIn. And then our friends who started following what we did, they were like, boom. The following year, they're like Malaysia's top 100. And we're like, eh. And then people started coming to us and asking us to teach them. And so I'll just share with you some numbers. We started our class end February. By May, 5 of us were listed as top 100 most inspirational icon. The ones who came in April, by August, another 4 got top 70 rising personalities on LinkedIn. And the only reason none of our students got awards after that is because there's no awards to give. Okay. But apart from that, after just one session with us, one closed 1 million, right, Pauline? And then another one closed 6 figures. Another one has gone international level, So we keep getting this information over and over again. But how are we different from other LinkedIn gurus? We don't just talk about LinkedIn. We don't just teach LinkedIn, because for you to be a business influencer, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And a lot of people teach you, okay, that's that. But there's a science and there's a mindset behind it, which is tough. You gotta. There's a lot of thought that goes into it, which is your personal brand. How do you position yourself? What is the mindset? Those are the things that we cover that a lot of other LinkedIn gurus do not teach, kind of thing. And we come from a legacy of content creators, and we teach you the basics. And these basics are the ones that carry you through regardless of all the social media platforms. So what we teach is we're helping you build a business empire so that regardless of what happens, you're always up and you know what's happening with the technology, so you know how to maneuver yourself, not just during the pandemic, but for years to come, so you don't become a Nokia. So that's how we're different.
Can I add to that?
Cool.
Yep. Can I add to that?
Yeah, sure.
Just to add to what Nina said, here's the thing about platform. Platform can change. Right now, it's LinkedIn, but we know this for a fact that there's a lot of other platforms that are coming in. There's Clubhouse coming in.
Yes.
There's a lot of other cool stuff that's coming in and all that. But if your foundation is not strong, it doesn't matter. If your foundation is very strong, it doesn't matter what platform it is. So what we do now is that LinkedIn is one of the best platforms that we will recommend. We will recommend the best platform at this moment. But you never know, 2 to 3 years from now, LinkedIn may not be the best platform.
Yep. Because
So
things
what
are
you
going to
Actually asking about TikTok. What's your opinion on TikTok?
I think it's a
good platform
brilliant
to
platform to be. I
For
think it's a brilliant
us
platform.
right now, if you want to be in business, it depends on, okay, here's the thing about social media. Social media, you don't choose which social media to go to. Depending on your product and your business, you want to ask yourself, where is your target audience? If your target audience is on Facebook, you don't want to be talking about everything on LinkedIn because your audience is not there. Social media is two-way. You got to be where your people are. You don't want to be on TikTok if your audience is on LinkedIn. Yeah. Having said that, the three most organic that's going to make your life easy, you want to go on a platform that can help support you, so that you have that lead time. So the ones which are organic right now is LinkedIn, TikTok, and Clubhouse at the moment. Now we are getting pressured to be on Clubhouse. You have no idea how many people are like, Nida, Clubhouse, why are you not on Clubhouse? But Nazir,
I'm one of them. But
he's one of them. So until I was at this point, well, oh my God, I need to get an iPhone, kind of thing. But then after having a chat with Amin, we're like, to tell you the truth, we're one of the late starters in LinkedIn, and we just boomed. So for us, it's about, let's concentrate on one, get really good, get our people up and running, because we're already moving. We're at the stage where we're moving to other platforms already. And if you understand the basics, you can definitely scout in the other platforms. That's
It
the way
doesn't
we see
matter
it.
after that. It's all
Yeah, it doesn't
foundation. Right. Pauline, what do
Pauline,
you
you
think
got
about
anything to add to that?
Yeah.
No? Okay. You know what? This actually sums up the whole chemistry, because we can actually see from this conversation who is the brains behind the whole operation. Who's the one that actually does all the strategic moves and all the hard nitty gritty stuff. Actually have to flow, and not everyone can be as crazy as you guys, but also have somebody strong and opinionated and actually have everything set with goals and whatnot. That's what Pauline is here for, right? So yeah, I really appreciate you, Pauline.
I want to share one thing though. I think what we have within us is what every startup needs. So Amin is the strategy. His other name is Chief Kepala Otak Officer. Whereas, so if you're running a startup, you need the 3H, the hipster, the hustler, and the hacker, the product expert. So Amin is like the hacker. Okay?
Amin, yeah.
And then the hipster would be me. I make things cool so that people can come, the salesperson. So hipster, hacker, hustler would be Paulina, the one doing all the mastermind behind, making sure, because you cannot depend on these two lah.
Yeah, you can't, because we're not detailed enough. When it comes to money, I don't manage it.
Cool, awesome.
I'll give Pauline a lot of credit.
Yeah. And Pauline comes in with the insight of a coach, because our students, we allow them to go gali kubur, dig their own grave, tanam themselves, and then our job is, hello, are you done? Okay, come. That's what we do at Popcorn. I don't see any other LinkedIn guru doing that, because our job is to go like, okay, this is what's not working. This is what's not working. Okay, you got to go like that. And then there's this other thing. If you want to be a business influencer, what sort of legacy are you creating? We start with that. What is the world? What is the community? What impact are you making in the world? What, as Steve Jobs says, what dent are you making in the world? That's what we're about. Because when we started Popcorn, a lot of the influencers that we met, and these are amazing influencers with hundreds and thousands of followers on YouTube, right? I mean, with millions of views. And, it broke our heart when they said that, I can only do this for a certain time, because after a while, I can't grow anymore. And we're like, what do you mean you cannot grow? I will only be as big as Malaysia. Nobody outside will watch us. And, it broke
that's quite sad, though. That's quite sad.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, how many people, who's the best at showcasing being a Malaysian? Us, right? We can't expect a Guaidó from overseas to come become a Malaysian. It's not the same. Or become
Nina, right? Yeah,
yes,
it doesn't work.
There's only one of you in the world. There's only one of you with this heritage in the world.
You're limited edition.
Yeah, so we need to showcase it, and so we were like, damn. So one of the things that we hold dear is heritage proud. Remember, I mean, that was one of the things.
Yeah,
and our job at Popcorn is, as Asian, we inherit this belief of tough love. That we're not good enough. You don't talk about yourself. And that's the underlying thing that we kind of coach our students. So this goes beyond LinkedIn, and sometimes we as Asians were brought up to don't talk about yourself. If you're so good, other people will talk about you. This is where the perasan comes in. So our job is, it's your responsibility to talk about your business and about yourself, because otherwise people are going to get screwed. You have to help people. You have to shine so that people can come find you, So I think you have to believe in yourself. You have to love yourself. So those are the things that we do behind the scene that makes us different.
Shine. help people shine,
Yeah.
basically. So to all our audience here who actually just joined us, welcome. We have Tira in the house, we have Juan in the house, we have Sakuna. Thank you so much for actually tuning in. So today we're actually speaking to Amin, Pauline, and Nina from the Popcorn family. And we'll be talking a little bit about business influencing on LinkedIn. And if you guys have any questions relating to LinkedIn or how you can actually become a business influencer, do type it in the comments below so we can actually cater our answers directly to your questions, right? So just before we actually go on and answer some.
Keanu says that we are wearing Malaysian flag color. Actually, yes, you're right.
Right.
It's not just YouTube's color and what do you call it? And Facebook's color and LinkedIn's color. It's also Malaysian flag.
Exactly. I like that. Cool. Just before we wait for some of the questions to actually flow in, right? I do have a question. Like some of these people that are actually tuning in right now, they are not business owners. So is LinkedIn a platform for them? Like, would they actually be okay to shine on this platform? Some of them, they're still working for people. They wanting to make a break. They wanting to showcase what they're all about. Maybe they're just about to start off their business, but they're still an employee. What would your advice be to them?
Can I start with that first? I'll go
Yeah,
with that first.
go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, we one of the privilege of doing this work is that sometime in 2019, we actually had a partnership with LinkedIn. So I actually went to LinkedIn in Singapore to actually went for a training with them. And one of the biggest breakthrough that I had when it comes to the people that are in LinkedIn was when the trainer came to us and said, I want you to type Santa Claus in the search function. And boom, you have like a list of Santa Claus, people who are professional Santa Claus in the list. Right? Then after that, I was like,
why don't you guys do that? Like, go to your LinkedIn and type in Santa Claus and see what comes up.
Yeah. Then after that, they asked me to do another. Okay, I want you to take a look at another search, right? Type in adult video director. Boom, there's a few lists there as well, right?
Yes.
So here's the thing. The problem with us when it comes our understanding on professionalism on LinkedIn is somehow screw up. Because our understanding about LinkedIn is this. Oh, if it's a professional, it has to be someone with a tie and a suit. And they have to look professional. But we forget there are like thousands and hundreds of other professionals out there that is not catered to that demographic. How about nasi lemak seller? How about those who are selling ayam goreng? I don't know. There are many types of profession, right?
What about a driver?
Under professional, yeah.
He just connected with me. A driver from Dubai.
Yeah, a driver from Dubai. How about those people? Are we saying that they're not professional?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So,
go ahead. LinkedIn is a job, a place where people, with jobs, all these things, whether you're, adult movie producer, it's still a job, know?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking to hire someone, never mind the industry, by the way, it's more than $1 billion industry, definitely good money. Where do you go to look for people to hire or to find the latest on what's happening in that industry? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's LinkedIn. You can't find it on Facebook. Facebook is where you go for cat videos and stuff like that, and to look at, Harry and Meghan's latest video with Oprah, something like that.
I would like to know the behind the scene of a carpenter. I would like to know the behind the scene of a professional skateboarder, right? But here's the thing. None of them are there in LinkedIn yet, and that's a huge potential there. Every single
even car detailers, right? I saw recently
exactly.
There's actually a car detailer in KL that does like beautiful videos, and then he posts his videos on LinkedIn. And those professional people, guess what? They are looking. They most likely they would have cars and they would love to detail their car. And then when you think about car detailing, he comes to mind.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So we have like comedian coming in as well.
Yeah, we have a comedian. LinkedIn used to be B2B. It's still very much B2B. 87% of B2Bs get their leads from LinkedIn compared to 7% of Facebook. But now you actually see 51% of B2Cs getting leads from LinkedIn. So
Yeah.
it's becoming a B2C marketplace already. And what we love about it is very targeted, it's very specific, and it's very positive compared to Facebook. Facebook, like
Coming
what
back,
happens,
yeah,
you go there.
coming back to my question, right? Yeah,
Mm.
Nina, sorry to cut you off. Coming back to my question, right? For those people who are actually still employed, how would you actually go about advising them? Is it okay to be an influencer on LinkedIn while you are working for people still? How would that actually impact the relationship between the boss and the employee? Would
I mean,
that
you want to
be a
answer that? I'll answer that.
Now, I would
would
like to
that
hear
be
from
a
Pauline because we've been talking a lot.
Come on, Pauline. Yeah. Why? Because this
And
woman
there's Pauline when she speaks, there's a lot of wisdom, okay? But it's just that she doesn't want to say it.
cool?
Still thinking. Well, actually, if you look at it, right, the world is changing, okay, and so is business. The way they run businesses is also very different. Right now, we're actually, heading towards where the millennials are stepping up to management roles. So if I were to put things into, let's just say, if I'm a top management, right? The question here is, I always talked about, I want people to know about my company's culture, my values, and all that. And they do so many trainings offline. But the question here is, if you can get your employees to be influencers in LinkedIn and all that, why don't you just let them champion it and bring that value out so that they can extend to their network? Because the reach is even wider. Not only it's a win-win for the company where they are able to attract a lot of external stakeholders like maybe potential investors, VCs, or new talents and all that, but for the employees, if they are able to also put themselves out there as an influencer, it speaks a lot about the generosity of the organization. But if they get roped in and getting better offer and all that, I think it's a fair deal lah, honestly. But at the end of the day, the question lies to the mindset of the top management of the corporation. Are they willing to also play that game? Because if you are, I'm sure the growth for the organization can be maybe double and all that.
Yeah.
It'll be a
So
more
so
powerful.
Okay. To summarize it, thank you, Pauline. That was amazing. Basically, what Pauline was speaking is employee advocacy, and we are right now, believe it or not, we're working with not one but 3 MNCs, right? In Malaysia, to help their employees to get their LinkedIn profile and content up to speed. We're training
Wow.
them, 3 corporate
Amazing.
clients, and we're talking to about a few more already. And we I think we've got Sri Lanka also interested. Another company in Sri Lanka and MNC as well. So just to share with you, who are the kind of people who can benefit from LinkedIn? Basically, any employees, specifically C-levels, entrepreneurs, because you can use your profile as a lead generation machine. If you're into sales, the world of sale has changed. Sales 2.0 is social selling, and LinkedIn is one of the best places. You need to create content so that people come to you, because the way people are buying has changed. They will research about you before purchasing. They will do by the time they're interested to buy from you, by the time they come and contact you, they are already 60% in. And then if you're an employee, what we do is employee advocacy, where this is the new way of branding, like what Pauline is saying. And employee advocacy 1.0 is where you give them all this ready marketing stuff, and then they share on their personal platform. But nowadays, it's about giving your employees a voice to speak about what's going on for them at their workplace, and sharing their journey and stuff like that. Because if you think about it, if you're a new employee, a graduate would be looking up to you. If you're like a C-level, a mid management is looking up to you. Everybody is somebody's hero.
Exactly, fantastic. I really love that answer. Thanks, Pauline. Thanks, Amin. Thanks, Nina. So to all our audience here right now, if you guys have any questions for the Popcorn team, do type it in the comments below so we can actually answer them before 10:30. Right. So we do have a few questions coming in from the audience. We have Katrina. It's Katrine. So she's actually asking, hi, I'm new to LinkedIn. Should I actually start adding connections, or should I actually add a personal message, or it's not actually required? What would your answer be?
Okay. Technically, what you do, my strategy will be this. You start with the people that you already know, right? The low-hanging fruits. So people that you already know, who are in your connection and they are on LinkedIn. So it's easier because you already have like some form of rapport being built with them. So add all of those people first. So make your life easy, right? Just connect with them, connect. But when it comes to people who are a stranger and you have never had any interaction before, I will always advise for you to actually come up with a personalized message. It's simple. It's just 300 characters. Just come up with something as simple as, "Hey, I love your profile, and I think we can create value with each other. I would like to engage with your posts. Is it possible for us to get connected?" That's it. It's simple as that, right? Don't make it complicated. make
Or
it
don't
casual conversation.
overcomplicate things, right? Don't
Don't
overcomplicate.
overcomplicate things. That's it. Yeah, Nina, you want to say something?
Yes, I think,
Yeah.
Catherine, before you even start connecting with people, I would say have a look at your profile. Is it up to mark, kind of thing? Because your profile is basically your reputation. If you're going for a gala dinner when you're networking, you want to be dressed the part, and your profile dress the part. Just to share with you, recently was International Women's Day, and 18 of our students got featured in a Women's Day article that's being shared around the world with 10, I can't remember how many thousands of views. 18 women, and we don't have that many women in class. I think, how many do we have? I can't remember, but that's basically, that's more than 50% of our women. Okay, just to let you know,
Wow,
almost
fantastic.
almost 75%, I would say. Yeah, and all of them went like, "Oh my God, your profile is impressive." Yes, but of course it has to be the truth, lah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So hope that answers your question, yeah, Katrine. I mean, you want to add something on that?
Yeah. Your profile is like your business card, right? When you give away your business card, if your business card sucks, right? They look at it, they'll throw it away. So what you want to do is that you want to have your business card to be like on top of the list of people that they wanted to contact. So that's your first impression. So you want to make sure that even before you connect with people, sort out your profile first, right? That's your profile is the window to the world.
Great. Awesome. So hope that answers, yeah, Katrine. Next we have Whaley who is asking a question. What kind of effort shall I make on LinkedIn? I make regular videos on Facebook, YouTube, IGTV. Would love to know how you can repurpose it on LinkedIn.
Oh,
Her name is
cool.
Chanel, by the way. Yeah, Chanel. So yeah.
You guys want to go ahead with this first? I'll
Pauline.
reserve mine.
Because she's like, "You're that one."
Putting Pauline on.
Okay, so basically, if you were to look into repurposing it, I would say it's the way you tell your story. How would you write it in such a way that it will pull people to read your stories in LinkedIn? Because the mindset in LinkedIn is slightly different compared with users in Facebook, in YouTube, and in IG. So that would be that lah. And if you ask me, I would turn it, instead of using regular videos, like if it's a long form video on YouTube, I will just cut it into micro content and use it as posting instead, and then link them to, if they want to watch more, to go to YouTube and all that. Or another way is I will turn it into maybe a slide format. So there's actually a lot of ways that you can repurpose it, but it really depends whether do you want to also put it into like infographics and all that. Just be creative with it and see which one bites better on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Is there a specific time range that you should actually stick to? Is it like maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds? Is there a golden rule to actually follow on LinkedIn?
First thing first is that when you post a content on LinkedIn, number one rule that you want to make sure that your post will be accepted by the LinkedIn algorithm is that you want to make sure that the content is a native content. So you don't put the native content means you actually upload the post or the video directly into LinkedIn platform itself. So you don't put a link to YouTube, because just like any other social media platform like Facebook, they don't like external link. So do that. So like what Pauline said, turn it into micro content, right? I would say 2 minutes is a sweet spot, 3 minutes max. Yeah.
In fact,
post the video up.
Would be good. Yeah. Having said that, our video earlier that you saw, the 7 minutes one, that was our highest views, right? I think we got like can't remember how many thousand content kind of thing. Whaley, in terms of effort, not a lot of effort on LinkedIn compared to YouTube. Remember, we are YouTube failures, right? Is that the word? Not a lot of effort. We're saying you can actually get away with posting 3 times a week on LinkedIn and still get your content anywhere. Just to share with you some results with our students, and these are people with less than 500, they get to close 7-figure sales.
500 connections, you mean?
Less than 500 connections,
Less than
yes.
500.
One student just started her account. Her first view was 10,000 on a post. It was the storytelling. It wasn't even a video. It was a photo, a post. And she asked me, Nina, should I post this? And I'm like, babe, you post this, it's going to go viral. 10,000. Another one, the 100,000, right?
Yeah.
Within 2 weeks with us. Yeah.
It's a
Wow.
Just like, yeah.
So at the end of the day, right, LinkedIn is really about quality content instead of quantity. If you're playing the IG game and all that, you will have to do like 10 contents a day and all that. So the moral of the story here, right, it's really when you know how to target your people, your content, you can straight away actually, right, use that to enroll and influence them already, which means it will actually help you do your sales faster. But the question here is how do you put the content out? Is it hard selling or is it soft selling? Is it humanized or is it, storytelling?
Riding on that point, right, Pauline, I see a lot of people actually doing a lot of hard selling. They're actually coming out with content to say that, buy my products, buy my products. What is the better way to actually go about this? How would you actually position your content so it works better, so it doesn't seem so pushy?
Number one is always your mindset. What is your agenda? I had this guy, right, who just connected with me. He's a Nirvana agent. And straight away, he wanted to tell me a funeral plot. I was like, wow, the hell, man. The roof block, But you see, that is how the olden times were brought up. That is the old way of selling. And sadly, nobody actually taught them how to transition. So like with us, we always say, what is the mindset? What is your outcome at the end of the day? If you want sales, guess what? The energy that you're going to be putting out, the way you're going to be writing, is going to come out as desperation for sales. So that is the number one thing first. You've got to be really aware about your mindset because that translates energy.
And with Popcorn, we really cover mindset. The difference between us and another LinkedIn. Here's the thing about social media that a lot of people don't get. Social media is a mirror. If you think you're not good enough and you're talking to the camera, it's going to come out. People are going to watch and they're going to say, this person is not up to mark. Yeah. So whatever you have in here, you're going to attract this into your life. We also had a girl who within 1 hour of her posting got some lashing on feedback, and so everybody was looking at that person and like, oh, he shouldn't be doing this. But for me, it was going to her and say, okay, what's going on with you? What state of mind were you in when you were posting? And she was angry and hungry. This is the worst thing you could do. People beat cars during fasting month because they're angry. Remember that incident, right? So then I worked with her, and then it turned out that she had she felt that people were judging her, and she was doing the same thing towards others by judging. So you really have to be careful what you have in here because you're going to attract it, kind of thing. Yeah. And with us, we're at this stage where we can read our students' posts and we go like, okay. Yeah. So we'll go like, okay, this is about worthiness. This is about insecurity. This is about what? This person is trying to get attention. Oh, and from whom, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can look and we can actually see. So here's another thing: be careful what you post. You think sometimes a lot of people, they think they're being a smart, really intelligent people by telling people off like this, but we can just look like Megan.
Yeah.
A great example lately is Megan and Harry.
One thing that I got recently, right? So it's something like when emotions are high, intelligence low. When your emotions are really high, you tend to like your intelligence is not up to par. It's not your usual self, right? Especially if you actually quarrel or whatnot. So actually, I think it actually boils down to you have to be in a stable mind to actually answer in a proper manner instead of do things in when you are hangry, huh?
Yeah,
So
hangry.
yeah.
So
So
go on, I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you got
For
anything to
me,
add?
right?
Hmm.
For me, right, the fundamental of becoming a business influencer, whatever that you do on LinkedIn is whatever you do on LinkedIn, but it always go back to the first step of becoming a leader, which is your mindset, right? It goes back to what you say to yourself, because if what you say to yourself is not congruent with what you say to others, you can see it.
yeah,
So
Mhm.
it
like
has
that.
to align, right? So you can put a face out there on LinkedIn, and you will be constipated. Like there's an image that you're trying to portray, and you're
Yeah.
trying to hide something. Here's the thing: people are now smarter. People can
Mhm.
see what you write, and they can feel what you write.
You can smell
That's
Mm.
what I
it.
see it.
Social
It's
media
they can
doesn't lie.
smell it. So
Yeah.
that's why at the end of the day, right? If people can smell it, right? Why you want to hide it? Just be authentic, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Where
just
even in
yeah.
this age where you cannot afford to lie and be somebody else already, cannot already. So
Mhm.
you better create good karma lah, put it that way. Because it's
Yeah.
gonna bite you in the ass. We ourselves kena. I know we're laughing lah, but we kena all the time.
Now we can laugh at ourselves, but that's what we do.
Yeah, now we
Oh,
can
okay.
laugh. At that time, sakit. You know. Now we're
True,
like,
true,
There are times I will put in posts that I will look at it and say, why the heck did I put that post? Right?
Mhm.
It's like that, but that's just part of the game.
yeah.
That's
So
just
what you
ecosystem.
put out to the world gives back, and social media gives it back to you almost instantly. That's all I can
Mhm.
say.
Instant
So
Yeah.
Pauline is laughing, but we see it. Of course, when we're going through it, it's painful. But now we can laugh. And then
Yeah.
I mean, it's a favorite saying, "Semua yang berlaku adalah yang sebaiknya. Semua yang berlaku adalah sebaiknya." Everything is good. Everything is good. Okay, that's the story you tell yourself. But yeah, there's other things. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So just to do a small reset, we're actually speaking to Pauline, Amin, and Nina from the Popcorn team, and we're actually talking about building your influence on LinkedIn and how you can actually crush sales using LinkedIn. So yeah, my next question to you guys, right, is how do you actually use LinkedIn to sell to people who you do not know? Like how do you actually build that authority in your own field? And you can usually it's building in the authority, because a lot of times why would people want to listen to you, right? And why would people actually want to buy from you? How do you start that conversation with people when they direct message you, or after you put out that post, when you actually got that sale? How is the sales process like?
Yeah, sila Nina.
Pauline,
You want Pauline?
Pauline.
Ask Pauline. I was
look at that face.
Pauline, come on, you know this.
Okay, so at the end of the day, it's all about the content that you put out, and it's also your LinkedIn profile. Okay.
Okay.
Now, it's not about the sale, because as a business leader, it's all about you giving value first. So you can't take something that isn't there. When you do hard selling, automatically the brain shuts down, right? So number one here is, when you are looking into content, what we always teach our students is, do you know your ideal client profile? Because if you cannot identify your client profile, you don't know their specific needs, you don't know their concerns, you don't know their problems. So how are you going to be able to talk about it? You're not going to hit home, okay? And when you're able to do that, when you can identify the ideal client profile, you are then able to solve your people's targeted pressing problems, or deliver a desired benefits or value lah. Then what you do is, all you need to do is just to churn it out through content, and you got to be really disciplined in doing that, because different people digest content differently, and this is where you got to experiment. So it could be video, it could be slides, it could be newsletters and all that. So when you consistently do that, what you're doing is you are pulling people into your connection. You are slowly building followers. You are slowly building a community and serious buyers, because they are drawn to you. They get you. Okay, so they are your hardcore fans. All right. So when you use content, right, what you're actually doing is you're able to build a strong engagement. And when you build strong engagement, the content does the work for you. It helps to shift their belief on your product, on your services, on who you are, on your values, on your ideas. And if they said that, you know what, I get this person, whatever they say speaks to me, I will reach out to them. And that's what we do. We cast the net using content, and it is the fishes that will then come to us, and that is where the serious buyer is there. It's already almost 60% closing sales already. You don't have to do the work. You don't have to validate yourself, unlike cold calling and all that, right? So content basically, right, it's your magnet.
Yep.
And that's what that's why our students are doing that.
Yeah, and also the content doesn't just filter people already. It allows it's like a gate that filters all the serious buyers towards you. But you can also use it to kind of bust their mindset, which is any beliefs that is stopping them from buying. You know, no money lah, this lah, that lah. So you can do that with content. And here's the thing: with content, also different people have different time to buy. It takes different time to buy. Some people buy fast, some people just take time to warm up, you know. So if you have somebody like me who's a sucker, oh my god, yeah, these people are awesome, I'll buy, you know. And then if you have somebody like Amin who will be like, okay, yeah, sounds good, okay, I'll buy. And then if you have like Pauline, maybe it takes longer, but she's in that funnel, you know what I mean? So it helps you cater towards different types of buyers. Yeah. Somebody asked a question, FB pages or is LinkedIn more founder centric? LinkedIn is people centric. Whatever age and work that you're doing, whatever goals that you want, whether you want to grow in your business, whether you want to sell more, whether you want to position yourself as an authority in your business, LinkedIn is there. We, however, recommend personal profile because it's 10 times more organic than business profile. Having said that, we also have a way to do business profile, which we can teach you as well. Yeah.
So business profile is it works very similar to Facebook profiles, right? As compared to a business page. So business page doesn't get as much traction as compared to a profile, or is it vice versa?
I mean,
business page. Okay, business page. What I notice is happening right now with a lot of larger corporation. What I personally feel is that they are not really utilizing it to the max yet, because you have to remember this: when LinkedIn start. It used to be a site to recruit people. Yep. So the mindset of the people that's running the business page in most multinational company now, or a lot of the larger organization, is about getting people to come to the page so that I can hire people. So that's the mindset. So they are still slowly adjusting, but what I'm seeing right now, potential wise, right, for business page, and because of the update that's happening in 2021. LinkedIn is even creating a specific function for business page where you can actually feature product. So it has actually transitioned to many things, right? You can use it as a place for you to update your company. You can talk about your business. You can talk about your product. You can talk about your services. For us in Popcorn, we use it as a way for us to update our community members. So the way it's done is like this. Each one of us it's like the Spice Girls. Right, so we will go out
Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
Spice. I'm Ginger Spice or Scary Spice, depending. And I mean, it's Posh Spice lah.
Can lah. Yeah.
So we
whatever.
But at the back, we're all Spice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So at the back is Popcorn. Popcorn is like the main company, right? But we sell our personality. So Nina will be wherever she needs to be. Pauline will be wherever she needs to be. And I'll be So in a way. It's like a boy band, right? Everyone will follow the boy band, but everyone knows that behind it is Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, right? So that's a strategy you want to take a look at, right? So for your business page, you want to have the business page, but you want to have like the champions, the people that will be going out there and talk about the company. I know, like company like Takov, for example, they have people like Oli, Nolida, and also Azim Mustafa, right? Great champions out there talking.
Coming up as well.
Yeah,
there's a few coming up. Yeah, their HR lady is also coming up. Yeah,
exactly. The companies like Shambaje.
Yeah,
they have Chempaka Lim Chiawi. So that's the game you want to play, It's your personal profile. It's actually in a way promoting the company.
Yep. So we call this the boy band or the Spice Girls method.
Yeah. Wow.
You guys all call that. So we're doing that. Although Pauline.
Also, imagine, right? If you have like 20 people in the company,
Pauline is like
And
this.
10 of them.
Got diamond in the mouth. When she sees the diamond comes out, but very precious.
To our audience here, right? If you guys think what kind of characters actually suit Pauline, Amin, and Nina, right? Do type in the comments below. Is it like posh spice, posh Pauline, or like spicy
I don't think
Nina,
they're posh.
something like that? Do tell us in the
Not
comments below.
Nina.
And while you're actually doing that, smash the heart and like button so you can give us more encouragement to actually share more. And you've actually got a lot of value from this. Do hit the heart button as well. So yeah, we're pretty much almost at our end of our session already. So I know it's a very, very quick 1 hour session. Thank you so much for actually sharing so much value with us. I think a lot of the audience here, if you've got a lot of things, you'll actually learn something or two, do type in what you actually learn in the comments below, so we know what kind of value we have actually given you from the Popcorn team, right? So yeah, pretty much we'll wrap things up with our last words. Pauline, Amin, and Nina, do you have any last words or last words of advice that you actually like to give our audience here tonight? Maybe start with Pauline first. Yeah, Pauline first.
If you're toying around whether you want to be online, I would say just go for it first lah, just langgar. And if you feel like you cannot be perasan, then just reach out to us lah. Because Nina is very good in clearing all that stuff out so that you will start embracing yourself and just show to the world because you deserve it.
Yep. Amin?
If you want to make the world better, you need to take charge. So what we start to realize is that a lot of people are using social media as a place for them to complain and all that. But if you really want to make an impact to the world right now, you decide what role you want to take. Decide on that, then use the platform as a way for you to make that difference. I think that would be even more powerful because not many people are leading. That's the reason why the world nowadays is that there's a lot more people sharing fake news, useless stuff, but not many positivity out there. So that's how we see it. And start with LinkedIn. It's an easy platform to do it.
Yeah.
Or
as Amin said, if you don't have time to dance 6 times on TikTok, then LinkedIn is definitely your place.
Cool. So is that something that you actually really preach? Are you like on? So are you like what kind of things are you actually doing? Because I actually understand you guys have a free LinkedIn Facebook page, Facebook group that you actually invite people from like from anywhere to actually come join for free, and then you actually give like free advice every week. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? How you actually how people can actually get in touch with that on that platform?
Okay, so basically we have a free Facebook group. What's it called? Pauline, remind me. Authority on LinkedIn. Yes. We just changed names, right?
Okay.
I got short memory.
Yeah,
They call me Dory. Okay, anyway, because a lot of people are asking us for classes and to teach them, so we decided to start a free Facebook group, and we actually go live there every Monday at 8:30. So we actually share our formula, the 9P unconstipated business influencer formula, how to be a business influencer. We actually talk about the vision of the group, and then we featured one of our students and her success. This week, what did we speak about? I mean, content, right?
It was content, yes. It was content.
Yeah, it was content. What kind of content you want to create? What is the type? What was the biggest type of content not to do? What to do instead? And then this week, this Monday, we're actually going to feature one of our students. Basically, what was the title? Basically, from zero to global industry expert in less than a year, because he's one of them who actually made it, and basically global expert. So you can join us in the group. It's called Authority on LinkedIn. Make sure you answer the questions there, because we bought a cheap chatbot. So the chatbot is very particular about approving people. So make sure you answer the questions. So we go live there. And then if you guys are like other Malaysians, like our students who's kiasu, who cannot wait, who wanted to be a business influencer 10 years ago, like me, then you come for our bootcamp. So we have class for that kind of thing. That one is, will get you up there like our students lah. Within 3 months, they're influencers. Those sort of things.
Exactly.
We also have our own live show, but that's Thursday. Yeah.
All right, cool. So Keanu actually posted, was so kind to actually post the link in the comment section already. So yeah, thanks to Keanu. The link is already in the comment section, and you guys can just click on it, answer all the
That is so
questions, and you'll be admitted into the group. So great. I think that pretty much wraps up the whole session. Thank you so much for actually coming on and sharing so much knowledge with us, guys. I think this has been really beneficial for a lot of people. I have been a recipient of the popcorn team as well. I can really testify to how good their sessions really are. That is why I have the conviction and dedication, and I really can vouch for how good they really are. So if you guys really think that this is LinkedIn is the game for you, you want to grow your authority on LinkedIn, come and listen to Pauline, Amin, and Nina speak about LinkedIn first. Get a feel of it. See whether you groove with their vibe. If you groove with them, then maybe you can go for maybe the marriage class, the counseling session later on, right? So first of all, join the free session. Get as much value as you can, and yeah, hopefully you'll be better at LinkedIn, and hopefully be able to influence more people and make the world a better place, right? So I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for actually being on the show, guys. It has been a pleasure. Till the next session, we have this kind of sessions every single week. And just before I end this show, I'd like to let everyone know that if you guys wish to connect with like-minded individuals, do connect with us on our 100x Connecting Entrepreneurs group. That's where we'll be having 2 sessions every night from 9 p.m. till late, and then we'll have multiple speakers speaking about everything from health, wealth to relationships, all for free, right? So that's pretty much just a plug there. And yeah, so all these various groups will be posted in the comment section below. Thanks, guys. Thanks again. And oh yeah, one more thing. I'd like to thank everyone in our audience here who actually participated to comment, to say something, and actually just be present in our live session here today. So we have Kelvin, just a little shout out. We have Katrine, we have Jiawang. Thank you so much for actually tuning in. We have Elaine, we have Keanu, we have Sakuna, we have Coach Tan. I think Coach Tan is a friend of Nina as well.
Hi, Coach Tan. How are you?
Yeah,
Long time no see.
we have Samantha, we have Jane, we have Chanel Whaley, we have we have a few other people, Tira and Jeffrey. Thank you so much for actually tuning in, guys. If I actually missed out any names, I'm so sorry. We can't really go through everything. But yeah, it's
Raju.
Yeah, Manchi is Samantha. So yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. So thank you so much for actually tuning in. I think till our next session. Bye, guys. See ya.
See ya.
Thank you. See you.